This is Cape Coral. This is a parking garage in Naples. Elsewhere in that city, a fire truck is immobilized in water too deep and too powerful. While just a few blocks away, what appears to be the roof of a house floating away. In Sarasota, the storm was so relentless, police were ordered to turn back.
We just made the decision just now to withdraw all of our police officers from the streets just because of the sustained wind pressure.
Florida's governor underlined the dangers in all of it, urging the millions in Ian's path to do whatever they can to get out of it.
Overwhelmingly, it's been that surge that has been the biggest issue.
As the day progressed and as Ian punched its way inland, the biggest city along the coast caught a break. Tampa missed the worst of it, but Ian nonetheless left its mark. Just to give you a sense of what the storm has done to Tampa Bay so far, we've come down into Tampa Bay, into the bay itself, to see where the water line normally is. So all the water that would be here and throughout all of that space has been pulled out by the storm. It's all gone. Those living nearby couldn't resist the rarest of moments to venture to the bottom of the bay just by walking. You ever seen anything like this before?
Sure, I heard it. I heard about it on the internet, but I had to come in person and see this. Look at this. I mean, this is crazy.
A reminder that Hurricane Ian is a monster, even in places spared its full force.
And yeah, Paul, this looks totally miserable where you are right now. It looks like it's going to be kind of a rough night for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I got to say, it has stepped up in Tampa since this afternoon, as you can see. Look, even though this isn't the hardest hit part of Florida, the people of Tampa tonight are being told to shelter in place. Countless Floridians, Adrian, ignored orders to evacuate tonight. They are inundating authorities with calls to 911 saying, come help me. It is going to be a long night. Who knows what Florida is going to wake up to tomorrow.
All right, Paul, thank you. Be careful. So let's bring CBC News senior meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff in on this now. So, Joe, can we talk about the power of Hurricane Ian, both, I suppose, in terms of the water and the wind?
Yeah, Adrian, Ian made landfall as a high-end Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 240 kilometers per hour. So this storm is now tied for the 5th strongest hurricane on record to strike anywhere in the U.S., and catastrophic storm surge continues overnight. I want to show you what this storm looked like when it made landfall. It's a very different storm, but with Fiona so fresh in our minds for comparison, the strongest winds at Fiona's landfall, 60 kilometers per hour lower than Ian. Let's zero in on that storm surge. So as Ian pushed inland, the storm surge near the center will remain high and dangerous for hours. But remember that missing water in the Tampa Bay beaches that Paul was showing us? We call that negative storm surge. So it's caused by the counterclockwise spinning of the storm, pulling water from the north and then funneling it into the bays in the south. So really increasing the danger right through the overnight, Adrian.
Okay, so now that it's clearly still on the move, what are we expecting it to do?
Let me show you the latest trajectory. It still has a long track ahead of it. It will begin to weaken before re-entering the Atlantic later tomorrow, and that'll help keep Ian as a tropical storm in those warmer waters before making a second landfall in the southeast U.S. coast in the next couple of days, and then tracking inland. So inland flooding, Adrian, still very much a big concern for millions over the next couple days.
Yeah, that's a staggering number. Johanna Wagstaff, thank you.
You're welcome.
Michelin equips half of all car brands' electric vehicles in the world. Because game-changing cars deserve game-changing tires. Michelin, motion for life.